Welcome back, everybody. It's me, BJ Raymer with Glowing Jack's Carvings. We're gonna do a gnome carving today. We're getting to that Christmas spirit. It is now November 6th, 7th, somewhere like that. And everybody's looking for Christmas stuff now. And right now, if you haven't started doing it already, you're already behind. But I'm gonna give you like a quick tutorial to kind of get things. Hopefully it'll speed you up a little bit and show you my style, how to make like a quick gnome. You know, a lot of personality, a lot of characteristics. We're gonna do kind of a step-by-step. We're outside already got my logs already kind of set up because I want this, like if you're pushing out a bunch of gnomes, you need to get yourself in a set up, ready place to go. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this and just, you know, go for it. I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing today. And you can hopefully, if you have questions, you can ask me, and I'll try to stay slow enough, you know, that you at least have a good comprehension where you can go back and forth through the video. All right. So what I'm starting off with now, I have these about 14 inch tall, and I'm just going to give you all the measurements. These are 14 inches tall, and we're working around 10 inches wide, and yeah, and about 5 inches thick. Okay, they're about 5 inch, so it's about a 10-inch diameter log. I do like to keep them, I don't really like to go underneath that. That way your base, it has a lot of weight to it, and it gives it a good platform for it to sit down. I think that's very important. You can get them, you know, kind of cockeyed and crooked to where they don't sit right. They don't have a good balance for when they're sitting outside or anything. You'll see them falling over, but we don't want that. So I always try to use at least a 5-inch base. Don't really worry about what the top is going to get, because you're going to see as the top, you know, the gnome head shape. And these are going to be special gnomes. These are going to be like Christmas tree gnomes, okay? They're going to have Christmas tree heads. I'm just going to show you how I do it. I'll show you a couple pictures of the ones I've done. I'll put them on here. But let's go ahead and get to it. I got 2 logs set up on my jaw horse. We're only going to work with this one right here for right now. And I'll show you kind of like a step-by-step. Let me get my saw. All right, got my ears on. If I'm screaming, it's because I can't hear very well, which is the point. I don't have my music going, and usually I'm not talking to people or anything like that. I want to get you like in a really good view of what we're doing here. So first off, when I approach my log, I like to go ahead and do a center point on both sides, okay? That center point gives me kind of like, this is going to be where the top of the head. I got a little split coming off right here on this side. I see a little crack right here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to position that the head or the tree kind of going one way. So if you kind of think of it, we'll be cutting down this way, getting rid of that crack out of there, and kind of in that way, if it does crack, and hopefully it'll push towards the back in a crevice of the tree, so to speak. But I like to put a middle point. Okay, and this tree I want it to have like a little bit of a curved head, like a tree blowing into the wind, how it kind of blows over. So that's what we're going to do here. All right, just watch, it'll make sense here in a second. Get you set up to where you can at least see what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm running, just so you know what I'm running, the Echo 501P with a 14-inch quarter tip cannon bar. Just want to let you know, quarter pitch. We're gonna start from the top, start up here on top and slant it over. I brought that cut all the way down. Just push in, and you'll need to lift out as you're doing that curve a little bit, but then I kind of bring it down to the bottom. Right here, I bring him down straight, and then I kick in just a tad to kind of give him a round bottom look. Let's finish off this one. That side's gone. Now, since I want this to be a curve, we're gonna start about right here, and we're gonna feather out that way, okay? And then we'll feather out and then round off the bottom. It's just easier if I show you. So we got the sides of the gnome now. All we've really done is like 2 cuts on the same cut. Now let's go side view here. It doesn't look like much now, but now we want to slant down this way. Right here, we're going to shape up the sides and soften it up a little bit and get a better shape going on. This is going to be my preference, just like it'll be your preference. All right, now we have the shape of our gnome. I make these very simple. I want them to be something that are cute, simple to make, fun to make. You can throw your own personality into them as much as you want, and no matter how it turns out, almost like this, it almost turns out the way I think a real gnome, like if there was a gnome out in the woods, what would the gnome look like? And I love doing this way. I'm gonna make his whole body tree, you know, like that's his camouflage. He looks like a tree. He looks like a little shrub. So if he's out in the woods just a chucking away, somebody comes by, you got a little tree there, okay? So that's what we're gonna go for. All right, so I'm gonna put I'm just gonna put like a little V here almost, not like a strong point to point. I'm gonna put like a little rounded, and all I'm gonna do, curve around, think about the beard that comes here, and bam, turn it back into itself. So now you got this egg-shaped, half egg-shaped type of little thing. Try to make them symmetrical. You can draw your line down the middle if you want, there to there. Now we have, this is going to be his opening to the tree. Kind of draw you a little nose right here, okay? Don't have to be fancy, just a little nose. All right, so now we know we're going to be cutting, and we're going to be cutting in an angle that goes up into the wood. You don't want to do a down cut or a straight cut. You want it to kind of angle, like almost like it's the overhang of a limb. So we're going to go in, and we're going to kind of do that all the way to here, and I may straighten out to where it's a straight cut here, but up here I'm going to be angled where my saw is down and my bar is up, okay? So let me get set up real quick. I'm going to shut you down, just save time on camera. That's the nose part right there. Let's get going. Okay, we got our nose shaped out. We got our nose shaped out now. I like to add like a little bit of a mouth. Kind of like that. I like that just look. Something like that. Kind of see it? I'll put a little triangle there. All right, now let's start putting our tree in on the top. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah, something like that. Put our feathering, our limbing. We're gonna limb the tree. Now he has tree limbs. Now we'll blend him in and get his beard put in. I'm just gonna go in a down angle and bring it up and just give it some fullness. All right, now you've kind of seen everything I've kind of done. We have our shape, as you can tell. Yeah, we got a cute little gnome there. A little tree on its head. All right, I'm gonna take my Dremel. This is about I'm not Dremel carving or any of that stuff. But I am gonna shape up its nose. I'm gonna make it sure it looks clean, you know, it looks uniform, things like that. I'm gonna do little tad bits with this that I don't wanna use my chainsaw for, just because it's a little bit quicker, and it's just, all I'm doing is rounding off. Just catching little detail stuff. May throw in a little bit of whiskers up here, so do that. That's all I'm doing with the Dremel. Like 20 seconds. Blow it off. Oh, didn't put my name in the back. Let's add a little bit of heat to him. Now I got the homemade flap sander deal. I do have a video on that, just letting you know in case you want to catch that video. I'm gonna push you back. We'll flap sand him real quick. A gnome with a tree head. I know, pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome. Well, that's it. That's it. You know, that's how you make your own little dude. Turn him out however you want him to turn him out. Like on the painting and stuff, that's all gonna kind of depend on you, on what you want to paint it like. Holy moly, let me get my camera here. But really that's all going to depend on what you want it to look like, whether you want it to be more traditional style on your gnome heads or whatnot. Me, I'll put a picture on here of how they look like. I have a bunch of them already made, so I'll show you kind of like different paint schemes and stuff. But he's going to go, more than likely, everything I do, I'll cover up the nose, spray the top green, make sure I don't get it right here on his beard and stuff. I'm not going to worry about painting that white. The white of the wood is really going to show through. You'll know what I'm saying, and that'll give it a more of a rustic, just earthy looking gnome. Won't look all painted up like you see like the store one, stuff like that. But other than that, that's it. That's just it. All right, I don't got nothing else to show you. Hopefully you liked it. This little gnome dude, quick, simple, easy. Just takes time, takes practice. But yeah, that's it. All right, well, y'all have a good day. Be nice to everybody. And we'll have some more stuff coming out, all right? Make sure you like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. It helps me out, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.